everyone, welcome back to another review. Today we're taking a look at the 2012 LEGO Star Wars Palpatine's Arrest. This is set 9526 from 2012. Retailed for $89.99 and brand new in box it's about $428 and used it is $350. It has 645 pieces and 6 minifigures, which are all unique to this set. What a set, let me just say. I remember seeing this one on shelves and thinking that it was really cool, but it was just way out of my budget back for 2012. So it was one I definitely never picked up. I did later on get Aegon Kolar and Saucy 10 because they were like the coolest ones out of all this. The other ones are kind of remakes, if you will, but everybody comes with a cape, which is really, really cool. So let's get into the minifigures real quick and then we'll go on to the set. All right, taking a look at the minifigures here, and they're just so awesome. We get Anakin Skywalker with his cape. I don't believe his torso and legs are any new for this year because we did get another one in 2012 with his Jedi Interceptor, and I think it is just the cape that makes him exclusive, but don't quote me on that. There is his secondary face. He's got those mature lines in his face to make him look a little bit older, but definitely looks like he's about to turn to the dark side here, and really cool outfit. I mean, just fantastic printing on the legs for 2012 was really, really good. Great figure. Here we have our first and only appearance so far of Aegon Kolar, and he looks awesome as well. He has a slightly mismatched head. This is just a rubber head that goes onto his minifigure head, but that's okay. It doesn't look too bad. And then a unique Jedi torso, as well as a cape. This was my used one, so that's why the cape is a little bit like wonky, but he has a blue lightsaber and just looks very cool overall. There is no printing on the back of the head to my knowledge. It's a little bit hard to get off. Yeah, he's gonna just be stuck on there. I don't want to take it off, I'm sorry. But there he is. Very, very cool looking minifigure, one that we never get again. And here we are with Saucy 10, also a brand new Jedi in this form. We do get him in a Clone Wars variant, but it's not quite as cool. He's just got the cursed eyes in the Clone Wars one. So this one looks great, very movie accurate. Those head horns look fantastic. New torso print for the tunic. Unfortunately, nothing printed on the legs. Green lightsaber and cape, and just really, really cool. Anytime that we would get a new Lego Jedi, I was so excited, let alone this set came with so many. I mean, it was just awesome. I don't remember like my exact feelings back in 2012 when this set came out, but I remember like really, really liking the Jedi. It was just too expensive for me back then. And here we have Kit Fisto, and he looks awesome. He's actually pretty much the same exact Kit Fisto as what we got back in 2007, I believe, except they have redone his head. It is less rubbery and a little bit more plasticky. You can tell there's a little bit of a shine on there that is not present with the old Kit Fisto, and I will also say this one is much better because you don't have to worry about the paint like rubbing off over time. Much better updated head, even though the detail on it is just the exact same. And you do get a cape, so this figure, it just fleshes it out a little more. And Kit Fisto is such a cool Jedi. And here we get Mace Windu, and I don't think that there's anything particularly special about him. He's still using the Clone Wars style torso, and we definitely have gotten better Mace Windus as the years have gone on, but we have not gotten a Mace Windu with a cape since the 2005-2006 original Mace Windu minifigure appearance, so it is really nice to get him again. I personally feel like capes really flesh out the Jedi minifigures, makes them look cooler. That's definitely how we see them in Episode 3, is very regal with all of their cloaks and whatnot, so it's really nice to receive a Mace Windu that has his cloak. Of course, you could stick this cloak on any other Mace Windu if you wanted, but this is what he originally comes in, and because of that cape, makes him a unique minifigure to the set. All right, and then we have Chancellor Palpatine, or Emperor Palpatine, or Darth Sidious, whatever you want to call him, and he looks really good. He's got a freaky looking face, and that torso print, which we've now seen remade into like a skirt dress piece with the gunship, but still very cool. This is the original one, and he's worth quite a bit of money. He still has that Clone Wars style hair, but I think that it's okay. Gold lightsaber, and then some detailing on the back, as well as, I believe, a normal face. Yeah, just kind of like a clenched teeth normal face. And I will share this with you guys because this is just the reality of my life. As I was placing him, I kid you not, as I was placing him on my stand to review, I cracked his heel. So that's really unfortunate. I heard it. I heard it crack. So that makes me sad, but it is what it is. I'm not crazy up in arms about that kind of thing. I mean, I do like to keep my minifigures nice when I can, but Sometimes it just happens. I'm not going to sell them. It doesn't really matter. It's tiny. So anyways, just beware if you have this figure brand new, you know, out of box, and you just immediately crack the heel because it is made out of that stupid color and the formula was bad. Anyways, fantastic selection of minifigures. This Darth Sidious Chancellor Palpatine is also really cool. So this set has gone up so much in value, and to me, I assume that it's because it's kind of got memed a little bit with the Jedi. It's also an episode 3 set, and in recent years, people have decided that Revenge of the Sith is really cool. And it comes with a ton of Jedi, and all the minifigures are unique. It's just one of those sets that they are likely not going to remake. It's definitely very dark, and it looks really cool personally. I mean, despite the fact that it is very long, it is a really cool looking set, and so maybe people have decided that this is something that they wanted for their collection. And I didn't really highlight on it, but this for me is a new in box set. I bought this brand new at Brickspill. I actually took out the Saucy Tin and Egg and Kolar, sold it back to them, and got a little bit off of the set in return because I already had those minifigures and they were in brand new condition. So anyways, it is brand new in box. I didn't show anything of me building it, unfortunately, because I was just really excited to get it going. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look. We'll go ahead and start with the ship. This is the ship that Anakin Skywalker comes in on, and I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. It is done in white and maroon and has a couple of sticker pieces here on the front and then on the windscreen. It has some engines on the back, and that is basically it. It holds Anakin, it gets him to point A and B, and it's relatively simple. A nice inclusion, but really honestly not even a necessity. I will say with this set, which is disappointing when you paid a lot of money for it new in box, that some of the maroon pieces have broken. You can see it best under the headlights where those studs, like I call them stoplight bricks, the bottom part of them have snapped off literally just from clicking the pieces together. So I definitely tried to be careful, but sometimes you simply can't avoid it. This one is not a huge deal, but this maroon color during this time, it had a huge problem for that, as well as the dark brown or the reddish brown. And so anyways, that's basically this little ship. Super simple, pretty cool. It comes on a tiny little landing platform, which is just really off scale. I mean, it fits the ship. There's like a little spot for it to like connect so you can like do this like spinning thing. But I mean, it's nice. It has like little lights and stuff. It's just really small when a ship is on it. When there's not a ship, it doesn't look so bad. And it has a pathway leading up where I had Anakin placed. We have 2 sliding doors, which is a really fun function. So these are the sliding doors, and they remind me very much of the Emperor's Throne Room duel. This whole set does, and I think that that was also part of this when episode 3 was made. It was supposed to be reminiscent of that kind of area in a way, like the luxury. And so anyways, that's basically that. On the inside of the office, we have all of the Jedi lined up, and we have Palpatine doing his iconic like spin in the air move. So that's what I tried to portray here. We have a couple of statuettes on the corners, which look really nice. And then I really like what's supposed to be like this plush maroon carpeting in most of the office. I think that the Lego set did a good job of making his office look elegant, even though it is Lego. So it's pretty cool. We have 2 little small visiting chairs so that you can chat with Palpatine in his office before he was a bad guy. They spin around and they're low backed and they have a really unique style to them, as well as the desk. It's very simple, especially with just this little pad on the top, like a little touchscreen pad we've seen for forever. And then a very reminiscent, iconic looking chair. So very cool. I think that was definitely done intentionally. We do have a couple of play features, which we'll get into. And actually, other than you get the ship and the doors move, you only have 2 other play features. But that's what makes the scene. You definitely have a lot of room to play around on it, which I think is really cool. I like how open it is as well. It just looks really neat. Now it's going to be a pain in the butt to display because it is so freaking long. So that's going to be the only thing. I also will say I like the gold accenting that you do see around the set, since you have like the sides of it exposed. It looks pretty nice. Now our play features that we get are on both sides of his office. There's these little like flicking panels, and I'll probably flick Kit Fisto here into nothing when I do this, but it is on both sides, and you can like flick the Jedi off like they're, I don't even know where he went. He went down there. You can flick the Jedi off, which is pretty cool. It's got like these like little just basically launch pads. So that is pretty fun. And then we also, of course, have the infamous scene from this part when Chancellor Palpatine is like, Anakin, no, he's trying to kill me. And then, you know, Mace Windu's like, he's too dangerous to be kept alive. You can really set it up and set Palpatine in here and set Mace Windu in here. And basically pull this back, and there goes the windows like the glass was broken. So that is actually a pretty cool feature, very fun. And I will say there's also a couple of hidden sections here. You can store Palpatine's lightning force on the side, and then on this side you can place his lightsaber. So very cool. You could really be pretty dynamic with the way that you display this. You could set it up how I had it, or you could, if you wanted to make it more senatorial and have, you know, Padme and Palpatine in there, you could have it like they're having a meeting or something, which would be really cool too. So very diverse, definitely a fun playset. There's a lot of space to play in, to make your figures move, of course, and lots of fun play features that work with this set. It's just a great set. It's just classic 2012 Lego Star Wars. Fantastic minifigures, all with capes, which is just unheard of these days. We get a ship, a little speeder ship that is not even needed in this set, and that's basically it. I mean, it's a great set. I see why it is expensive, even though it's not very big. That's the only thing, but I am happy to have it nonetheless. I am just not looking forward to figuring out where to place it. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below, and until next time, I will catch you later. Bye.